Hello everyone, how are you? Okay, so what I'm going to look at today is trying to get Jerry Cantrell's tone from the Degradation Trip album. This is really one of my favourite records actually. I got this particular one in there was like a long time ago. There was like a record shop was closing down in Leicester, and they had like a big sale on, and I just found this, and it was actually I just you just think, oh, that looks interesting, and so I thought, yeah, and it's become one of my favourite records. Having said that, I have to be in a certain mood to listen to it. It's a very cathartic record, as you can probably tell, because it's it's all about, like, after the death of Lane Staley, the Alice in Chains vocalist, and there's a lot of there's a lot of soul searching in it, and like some of the song, it opens with a song called Psychotic Break, and then it ends with, it's got things like Bargain Basement, Howard Hughes, which is all about that, when you're depressed and you're just sitting around in your bathrobe all day, you can't be bothered getting up, and but then it sort of grows, and a lot of the songs on it are just really catchy, and I always like the Alice in Chains Dirt record, but this is the one that really turned me on to Jerry Cantrell's style more in that way. I mean, that's because he could do more on that record, because it was his record, So I don't want to sort of talk too long about that, but I've always I like the sound he got on here. Now I know, he's got like those Friedman amps that you can get now, but and he was using like modified sort of Friedman modified Marshalls for a while, and Bogner amps and stuff like that, but they are really expensive. Plus, like, for home use, they're not very practical. I mean, imagine if I had like a couple of those sort of JJ amps, like the 100-watt ones, like stacked, like in here. So what I thought, I was just experimenting with this MXR, this 78, which is kind of, I suppose it's loosely based on that modded Marshall that Eddie Van Halen used. So I found that's actually quite good. There's another option which I'm not going to use today, but you could try the Pinnacle, or maybe even like that little 5150 preamp. You could perhaps try those. But anyway, for today I'm going to be using this one. With the button pressed in. So so the only thing I find about another problem I have with MXR stuff is they put the power adapter on the side right next to the input jack, so it's whereas Boss tends to put them on the top. But anyway, that's what they want to do. And then the other pedal I'm using, because it sounds like he's using like a Leslie or a Rotovibe, so he's using something like that. But I found that if you use the MXR Micro Chorus and you ramp it up to like where the dial's on about 3 o'clock, then it will give you that like a pseudo Leslie sort of effect. So you'll see what I mean in a moment. So let's have a look. Right. Yeah. Okay. So again, with the power adapter being on the side. Right. So, and then of course, I made a couple of videos about this guitar already, and as you can tell, I absolutely love this thing to pieces. And rather than like use a drop box, I've actually retuned it to E flat and then put it like rather not exactly drop D anymore, but it'd be drop C sharp. So Right, I'll just turn the effects off. They are a bit... Should really get a noise gate in there as well, but... So the tuning. And then... So, I mean, even already, it's kind of, it's getting there. Before I put the overdrive in, I'll just show you how that... That's the micro chorus. So it gives you that whooshy, almost like a Leslie effect. So I'm going to roll the volume down on here because this is quite a hot bridge pickup. Now, yeah, there's a bit of background noise. Sorry about that, but. So what should we start with? I mean, like, that Degradation Trip, I mean, it starts with that psychotic break, but that's like, and another thing I like about Jerry's playing is he's not like a super shredder. You're not going to find like, you know, like big sweep arpeggios and whatnot. It's just like really good, honest riffs. You know, it's more about the song and having a good time as well. You know, like, I mean, what better time can you have? Well, all right, maybe you can have better times than plugging a Les Paul into an overdriven amp, but it's, you know, it's pretty. Well, it sounds like when you break it down like that, it sounds like a western. And then there's other things like, it's mostly on Spider Bite. I mean, I want to talk a little bit about that one because a lot of that's actually in the bass, but you know, like if you tune down, now the actual melody on Spider Bite, I always think it's very similar to Kasabian's Fire. I mean, Kasabian they're a local rock band, or they were. You know, they seem to have made it big, but they had a hit with this song called Fire, and the verse is very similar to Spider Bite, except that the chorus on Spider Bite is slightly different. It goes on to something a bit more sort of rockier and whatnot. But just wanted to briefly mention that. So. But I'm also getting shades of, you know, like with Vinnie Moore, you know, when he did that Meltdown album, which I think had a lot of that sort of grungy rhythm parts in it, because I mean, Vinny was in that sort of neoclassical mould, and around the time that all that sort of Seattle music was coming out and all that alt rock and everything, he was sort of getting a bit fed up of it. So he just released that Meltdown album, which is just like, it's just more sort of, you know, guitar, bass, and drums, just back to the core basic. But you know, but things like Meltdown, yeah, that sort of thing. But I think there's a bit of sort of Jerry Cantrell in that. So yeah, I'm not going to play it. But I think the main one I wanted to look at today was the that Hellbound song, because I mean there's a fair bit going on with that now, because it starts out, it has this it's like a post rock, almost post rock sounding, the sort of thing that somebody like Thurston Moore might do with these diminished chords, so like that. A pick slide. Yeah. I'm playing it slow so you can follow what I'm doing. Into the main riff. So I'll show you what the chords are. So we're going A, E flat. Well, we're in drop. We're in the E flat, so but it would be E flat. But you're going to see playing this. So you've got a tritone. Then to D, C, take that chorus off for a moment. A lot of the hiss goes then. There's some reverb actually. There's that chorus. When the actual verse starts, you move up to play another A here. You can catch the open string if you want. And out. The idea. more of a Brian May technique actually. So you get that sort of purring. Yeah. Okay, so that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about today. Just I mean, I've forgotten like how influential Jerry Cantrell was, and I've sort of left a lot of my rhythm playing behind. I mean, it's a lot of fun just playing some like nice gutsy power chords and doing like getting that that tritone in there. Or even like bringing in the doing that sort of thing, and the suspension. Of course was in drop D. Yeah, so like I say, I mean, I don't want to drag on too long, but really just want to give you some ideas. Like with obviously, I think this guitar will make a difference. This is the third video I'm doing about this guitar now. But get the 78 Distortion and the Micro Chorus. Maybe a reverb, but use the reverb on your amp. Something like a Katana will do. And you're away. Yeah, and don't forget to tune it down to E flat, like put it in drop, well, what, instead of drop D, drop C sharp, and yeah, you're away, and you should have great fun with that. So, alright, thanks for watching, I'll see you next time.